Alright you lot, now this could be a total disaster. I was going to wait for the new receiver to come in, to arrive, but I got a bit impatient and the exhaust manifold turned up. I tell you what, it doesn't look like it's going to fit, but it was sold as to fit the Rush, so that's what it is. It's supposed to fit the Rush, the first generation Rush. It didn't say what engine, but if it's designed to fit the Rush, I know you can't see it, but if it's designed to fit it, then you'd think it would fit. And I did ask the seller, because it was on eBay, it's an old part, you know, second hand, well not second hand, but old stock or whatever. And I said, does it, what Rush? He says, I'm not sure. So, bit of a gamble really, to tell you the truth. But it did say Rush, but on the packet it doesn't actually say anything to do with Rush. It just says shiny side exhaust manifold, see fitment chart. But there's no fitment chart anywhere on here anyway. No fitment chart come with it. But there we go. So that's what we got. Exhaust manifold with a gasket and 2 screws. So let's try and fit it. Hopefully it won't be a disaster. So like I said before, these are very easy to work on. I've already taken the fuel tank out, so now I've just got to undo the screws that are holding on the manifold. So if I can find it, it'll be easy if I can find a screwdriver that will fit without me having to take. That ain't gonna fit, I don't think. Nope. Without me having to take the engine out, that would be ideal. So, is that going to be likely? That may be likely. That may very well be likely. What we got here? There we go. That one there fits that one. And that one there fits that one. That was very, very loose. Very, very loose. Doesn't matter if they are stripped out, because I'm changing the whole exhaust manifold. And I've got new screws as well, as long as it fits. So we'll find out. But that's all you've got to do. Undo these 2 screws here. That manifold will come off. So we'll be stuck to that screw there. There we go. Old manifold. I don't know whether that's going to fit. That does look very different to the new one. Very, very different. But never mind. I'll scrape off the old gasket. You probably can't see that in there. You can, kind of. So I'm just going to get a flathead screwdriver. Just a flathead screwdriver. You could use a Stanley blade or whatever you want, just to scrape off that old gasket down in there, because even if I've got to fit the old one again, I'm still going to want to get rid of this old bit of gasket on here, because although it is just a nitro engine, you want to try and do it properly and not have it leak, really. My little tank's just leaked a load of fuel all over the bench, which is always a good sign. That's really what you want. So, I'm really hoping this is going to fit. I'm not holding out a lot of hope, to tell you the truth. It looks I don't know. Well, it does fit. It does go on there. I'll adjust that angle a little bit for you. I need it so that I can work on it as well, though. But it does appear to fit. So let's put the new gasket on and do it up. So I use the new screws. Those ones are Allen screws. They might be better, I don't know. Let's put the new gasket on. I'll use the old screws. That way I get to keep the new ones for spares. Just in case I need them, in case one falls out or something. I know you can't see a lot. But it is going on. Trying to do it with my left hand, you see. I'm not actually left-handed, I'm right-handed. So it is difficult trying to do that. When you're doing up the exhaust manifold, or any manifold for that matter, you want to make sure you do it in a bit of a cross pattern. I know you've only got 2 screws, but you still want to go in a cross manner, one to the other. Tighten a bit, tighten each one a little bit each time. Don't just tighten one all the way and then go to the other one, because you may find that it's not very even, and then it won't seal properly. You really need to make sure that it seals nicely. So that's that put on there then. We've got that on there. Now I need a piece of pipe I might be able to use. So that goes. There we go. That goes on there. Ah, that could be a problem. That could be a bit of a problem. That will just about fit. That'll just about fit on there. It's going to be a bit tight, so I just need to use a bit of this pipe. I'll cut a bit of this off. I only want a little bit, just to join over it. This is the old bit of manifold what they used. The person who had this car before me, but that's too small really. I'll put that on there like that. I better get that to go on there like that, and then all I've got to do is cable tie that on then. It's a little bit of a bodge up, but if it works, then we're all happy and we're all dappy. There we go. That screws in there, that's on there. Now all I need to do is get a cable tie around there, each one, to get that tight, and we'll see if it starts. I'm going to see if it starts now actually. Let me just get the heat gun out, give it a heat up, and then we'll see if it starts. I'm going to see if it will start without the heat gun. And that one-way bearing's not gripping very well now. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. It's heating up! Woo! I just want to see what it runs like with that exhaust. Like that. See if it runs any better than it did, because we all know what it did run like. that carve's a little bit blocked, didn't you? Right, wants to go though. Does want to go. It doesn't want to go though. Sounds better than it did, doesn't it? Keep pumping it through, it wants to run. Doesn't want to go then. What am I doing? Running under its own steam now, I'm not priming it. That's it running now. Under its own steam, not priming it. That's much better, isn't it, eh? Just so I take the camera off the tripod. Bloody hell. Hold on. I don't think I'm going to be able to... No, I'm not going to be able to do that, am I? Hold on. Right. So I loosened it up a little bit on the low speed diesel. It's underneath the air filter. Still not perfect. What it needs to be happening is it needs to be driven around and then tuned that way. But I loosened it up a little bit and it ran a lot better. So, but at least it does run now with that exhaust. So I've got a proper exhaust on it. Not that horrible homemade piece of pipe. You can see how restrictive that piece of pipe was, just by sort of how kinked it is. Look, it's kinked like that. You know, there's no way that's going to be getting the flow that it needs. So now we've got a full, properly flowing exhaust. A little bit of a podge, but even the real ones have a bit of pipe there, but it's a little bit too long it was. But it fits. I managed to get it on, there's no bodge there. So yeah, got it to run. I know the engine's going to be okay. It's going to run fine. I just need to wait for my new receiver to arrive. I'll tell you what, it's a bit of interesting information. I've also bought a receiver tester. I haven't got one. I've never had one. But I come across it from the bloke that's... he's on eBay and he sells like random RC bits. And he happened to have a receiver tester. So it was only a few pounds, you know, $3.99 I think it was. So just out of curiosity, I'll test this receiver with that, assuming that the new one I've got coming does work. And then you know, if this one does turn out to work and there's another problem elsewhere, then at least I've got a spare receiver. That's a plus. So yeah, well happy about that.